You know, there's a saying that goes, if nothing changes, nothing changes. It's easy to get caught up in a cycle of inaction, sitting around forever, lost in a sea of what ifs. What if I became a dog catcher? Would I be the best at it? What if I pursued a different path? We wonder and speculate, but meaningful change, the kind that truly impacts the world, takes more time and effort than most of us are willing to invest. It doesn't happen overnight. It's a slow, deliberate, and often exhausting process. Many of us don't have the perseverance for it. We worry about making mistakes, but let me assure you, mistakes are inevitable. What's important is that you don't let the fear of making them paralyze you. You're going to stumble, you're going to face setbacks, but those experiences propel you forward. The key is to keep moving, to avoid falling into a state of inertia where you're just wandering in circles. I've seen people who, by the time they hit 40, say, "I never knew what to do." That's a tough place to be. There's a wealth of research suggesting that people often regret the things they didn't do more than the mistakes they made while trying to do something. It's these unpursued opportunities that haunt us the most. Society sometimes tells us that it's not simple to change, to take risks, but it's crucial to remember that taking action, even imperfectly, is far better than doing nothing at all. By embracing this mindset, we can avoid the trap of perpetual what-ifs and instead create a life filled with purpose and fulfillment. So, what's the truth? The truth is, I want people to understand that they are not alone. There are others out there feeling exactly the same way, experiencing the same struggles. Your behavior isn't irrational. You have a condition, and it's not your fault. There's a well-known saying that people don't change, but I know for a fact that people do change. I witness it every day. I see people improving. I see the spark return to their eyes. It's easy to find excuses not to get up early, to skip the ice bath, or to avoid that run. But there comes a time when those excuses can become the very fuel that drives you forward. You have to get out there and give it your all, whether it's your time, talent, prayers, or treasures. Remember, you'll never see a U-Haul behind a hearse. You can't take it with you. If you want to learn something profound about yourself, sit on your bed one night and ask yourself, what's one thing I'm doing wrong that I know I'm doing wrong and that I could fix? Reflect on that, and you'll get an answer. It won't be the answer you want, but it will be the answer you need. The problem is, many people believe they can change but lack the effort. They don't want to get into the game because it feels overwhelming. They think it takes too much time, or they tried and failed before. So, they give up, and life just continues as it always has. It's seamless. You don't notice the stagnation because it's just the way you've been living. My older brother, who was 12, died in an electrical accident. He died in my arms. Coming to terms with that has been a lifelong journey for me. I was the one who got to live, and that realization brought me to understand that this life we live is a privilege. Life is a privilege, and when I finally embraced that idea, I felt an immense urge to do something meaningful. At some point, everything in life will go wrong. You'll face moments where you think, this is it, this is the end. In those moments, you have a choice. Accept defeat or get to work. You can't stop, you can't quit. You're not a failure. You're a wonderful, strong, intelligent person. Embrace that. Trust in God, trust in yourself, and decide to take action. Remember, if nothing changes, nothing changes. I'm not preaching at you. I just want to remind you. I've spent a lot of time wishing for change without knowing how to make it happen. I wish someone had told me earlier that for things to change, you need to change. You can't stand still because the world keeps moving. There's no stasis, only backward movement. If you're not moving forward, you're moving backward. When challenges arise, like during the off-season when you're preparing to reclaim a championship, push yourself to exhaustion. Work harder. It's about constant growth and evolution. We often focus too much on right and wrong ways to live, trying to grasp the unknown. But the unknown is just that, unknown. Every change, every transition brings pain. Moving from one relationship to another, changing neighborhoods, or switching jobs, all these transitions burn, but they also lead to growth. See change as growth, as transformation, as evolution. Change is necessary, critical, and inevitable. So take action. Stop being scared. If you haven't yet embraced doing what you truly want, whether it's skiing for the next 3 years or working a job that defies societal or parental expectations, do something. Stand up and live your life. You only get one. To the kids sitting at a desk, seeing this in their feed and hating their job, enough. Stand up, leave, and live your life. If you're not willing to be a fool, you'll never start anything new. And if you never start anything new, you won't develop. The willingness to be a fool is the precursor to transformation, and it requires humility. When writing your destiny, understand that you might do a bad job at first, but you'll get smarter and better as you move forward. Learn to do things even when you don't want to, even when you don't feel like it, even when you're tired. When you push yourself beyond these limits, the world opens up to you. That's when success comes knocking at your door. There will never be a time when you can simply coast through life without effort. It's hard to live governed by anxiety. It's hard to be inconsistent. It's hard not to have daily disciplines. It's hard not to believe in yourself. It's hard to be broke. It's hard to be poor. It's all hard. So choose your hard. What I'm telling you is to chase after the best version of yourself, the person you know you can be. What happens when you decide for yourself that you're going to do something different? You have the gift of life, the privilege of being here. Quit playing small. You were meant to do great things. Nothing changes if nothing changes. Embrace the struggle and push through the hard times. It's through these challenges that you grow stronger and more resilient. Every time you step out of your comfort zone, you inch closer to becoming the person you aspire to be. Don't let fear or doubt hold you back. Take risks, make mistakes, and learn from them. Each step you take, no matter how small, is progress. Life is a journey, not a destination. Embrace the highs and the lows, and keep moving forward. Believe in yourself and your potential. Remember, greatness lies within you. You just have to unlock it. Keep pushing, keep striving, and never settle for anything less than what you are capable of achieving.